Hey there folks, welcome back. David Eon and the stunning Miss Lady Pop Hunter, and just having a discussion. Just wanted to share that discussion with you. We're talking about thrift stores, thrift stores and flea markets and yard sales and that sort of a thing, and how that era is really kind of fading away from the collector's perspective. I know once upon a time that used to be something that you could really score at. If you know what I'm talking about, those of you who have been going to thrift stores for a really long period of time, back in the day, you used to find a lot of stuff. It didn't used to be as hard as it is now, because now everybody's a freaking expert.
Mm-hmm.
You go to the thrift stores, Goodwill or Value Village or AmVets or wherever, and they got their expert who looks up everything on eBay and finds the highest possible price anybody's looking for something for.
Yeah.
Now, back in the 90s when I used to be a dealer, I also used to run a circuit of local thrift stores. I would go to Alston. I lived in Brighton, Massachusetts. I'd go to Alston and I'd hit Goodwill and then Urban Renewal and then AmVets. And by the time I got to AmVets, and this is 7 days a week, I'd have so many bags of stuff I had to stop. I couldn't go anywhere else usually. And tons of vintage toys and vintage items and great stuff. And I would add some of it to my collection and I'd trade or sell the rest of it. You couldn't go there and not find something vintage, something incredible, Star Wars stuff, and Major Matt Mason. I found things you wouldn't believe in these thrift stores, but now it's crazy stuff. And if you see me on Instagram, what is it, about a year ago, the Teddy Ruxpin, remember?
Mm-hmm.
There was Teddy Ruxpin in a local Goodwill, $249. And it's like, you've got to be kidding me. You will not find one even that much on eBay. They don't sell for that much. I mean, It's popular, but it's not that popular. The prices they come up with are crazy. You don't find anything, and the prices are insane.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that trend too. I never really bought action figures and toys from thrift stores.
Because it's not limited to just toy stuff.
Right. But I had other collectibles that I used to buy, and I noticed that from the early 2000s to now, even in furniture, clothing, I used to buy little ceramics. Those things have gone up. And I've even asked somebody, and I know, at the Habitat for Humanity, what they started doing, because you can get furniture from there, they would put a picture of that item that's on eBay with the eBay price.
Yeah, they do that. That's right.
Yeah.
I remember that.
They'll put the eBay price on it.
To justify
why
they're asking so much for something.
And they take the buy it now stuff, not even the sold.
Yeah, it's
price.
like, and everybody knows, if you really want to know what something's worth, you look at completed auctions on eBay. They don't do that.
No. So, I mean, it branches all the way out, well beyond just toys and action figures. It goes to every area of, and even if you go to, not thrift yard sales, people are trying to get like super
crazy
prices.
Prices, yard sales and flea markets. And that's another thing I used to do too. That was a huge thing when I was in Boston, is gathering up the flyers or checking the newspaper for yard sales and garage sales, because it's like, okay, and I would run through as many as I could on the weekend, find tons of stuff. I found the Terradrome at a yard sale in Boston and got it for like $10. Don't have it anymore, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's G.I. Joe stuff and Transformers and things that I was looking for, but you can't do that at a yard sale anymore. It's rare. It happens. I mean, you can still find stuff occasionally at a thrift store, yard sale, garage sale, flea market, whatever. It has gotten so rare now.
Yeah, and then when something is like halfway decent that you want to consider, they have it, I call it the magic case.
Yeah, the magic case.
That case that's in the front of the store by the register, and they have all their precious items in there, what they deem as worth something with the super price tag on it. And you look at these prices, and we went, like an example, we went to Value Village, and they had like a bunch of lunch boxes,
I remember that.
and they wanted like
It was like
$30 and $40 a piece.
$39.95, $49.95, and these are, she loves lunchboxes,
Yeah.
vintage lunchboxes. These were the metal ones. They were dented and rusted real bad.
Yeah, the handle was missing.
And I was like, God, if I had no thermoses, and I was like, if I had these, I wouldn't ask more than $10 a piece for them.
Yeah, probably less than that, because they were in
real
very
bad.
rough shape. I mean, really bad shape. So it's like, and they try to sell things that are broken, and it's obviously broken. like I said, I used to buy figurines and various types of ceramics.
Oh yeah.
And you have like a person, and the head is missing.
Or snow babies or something like that. And there's a hand missing.
A hand or a wing or something like that. And it's like obviously missing, but then they'll have like $20 on it.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is broken.
It's like, who priced this? What are these people thinking?
Yeah, so
it's insulting.
Yeah,
it's insulting, really, and it's a terrible trend. It's like this trend now where everybody's a freaking expert. Everybody thinks they know what they're doing. Oh, it's this much on this. Oh, well, eBay has it for. I don't care what eBay's selling it for. This is a thrift store. You got this for free.
Yeah.
You have zero overhead except for the lights. And you're gonna nitpick and try to charge a fortune for something, and you really don't even know what it is, because your price is way out of line.
And people that buy out storage lockers and then open up a thrift store, and they're trying to sell all this stuff, and you can tell the stuff came out of a storage locker.
Yeah,
you can tell just by looking at it.
We've seen a few places like that, and it's like, wow, this guy buys lockers for a living.
And then it's overpriced, and then they're trying to push it on you, like, oh yeah, this is really nice. I got it in the other day, and blah blah. And it's like, I don't want this.
No, and it's the part of the problem is. What ties in with the whole storage locker way of looking at it, because that's ruined now too.
Yeah,
is because of the reality shows, which are all fake, by the way. They're not real. And I remember an interview, and I can't think of who it was. It was Storage Wars. It was one of the so-called stars from Storage Wars, and I saw him in an interview talking about how he regretted it. I didn't see if I can't remember the guy's name, but he regretted being involved with it because it ruined his business.
Yeah, he did it for a living.
I really am like a guy who hunts storage lockers, and I've gone from, because of this show, if I paraphrasing a little bit here, but paying $10-15 a piece at an auction for storage lockers, because that's what they used to go for. 10, 15, maybe $20, maybe 50 if somebody really spotted something, and only having 3 or 4 people standing around, to 100 people showing up at an auction, and the lockers going for hundreds, even thousands of dollars. And he said they're full of garbage. He was like, when you see me show 3 lockers on the show, that's 3 out of about 20 or 25 that I bought. And those are the 3 best ones. Most storage lockers, he said, even back then, they're full of lawn furniture and Christmas ornaments and baby clothes and just stuff you can't get rid of. And then you are stuck with the burden of the locker. If you show up and you spent hundreds of dollars on a locker and it's full of garbage, you have to be able to clear that locker out, or they're keeping the stuff and your money. You end up re-renting the locker, and you've got nothing. And he said it's ruined that business, and I think that, and the show's fake on top of it. So, and I think that a lot of these reality shows, Flea Market finds, and the other one, American Pickers, I really don't believe anything that happens on that show either. I think a lot of it is set up. I've seen them show, I know toys. I've seen them show them finding toys at like, oh wow, I found this and I'm going to sell, and I sold it in my shop for this much. And I'm like, it's worth half that much. You paid more than technically it would sell for, and claim you got even more at your shop. I don't believe you. Or what is it, Pawn Stars?
Yeah,
and it's been revealed on Pawn Stars that when people come in and bring them something, and they do their like back and forth and bid, haggle the price. Those people are staged to come in and bring something for them to look at. There's nothing really going on. It's an act. That was revealed a few years back. So, but those shows hurt all of these industries.
And then you have the people know that is back to action figures. A lot of these thrift stores and stuff in yard sales, they know it's a craze for action figures.
Now, definitely.
So they see one, doesn't matter what it is, and they put this ridiculous price on it. And it's like, this is not even, worth anything. You see those.
Do you even know what's in this bag? Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't know.
So,
I don't know what. No, but yeah, it's coming to a head. We've seen this building up for a few years, and I think we're getting to a point where that's going to just cease to be something that's viable. We still go thrift store hunting. Every once in a while you find something. Like actually this past weekend I found a really rare Nintendo DS cartridge. I found a Platinum Edition Pokemon, like smack new condition for $5. And that's a big deal. Those are pretty expensive. But that's so rare now. That's so rare, and it makes me think of another guy on another collecting channel I saw. I think he's in the Netherlands, and he said that he used to go to, he has like a massive video game collection, and he used to go to like flea markets and boot sales, in a lot of European places they call it a boot sale, and that's how he did it. He was like, people would have a whole table full of games, and I could just scoop up the whole table, and that's how I built my collection up. And I just sell, the extra to fund it. He says, I don't go to flea markets anymore. You can't. It was like they got top freaking possible dollar on the stuff. It's cheaper to get it off eBay.
Yeah.
It's a waste of time now.
Yeah, just pray that the post office doesn't
beat it up. Or whoever delivers it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a shame how the selfishness of that has carved its way into that type of market and taken all the fun out of it, And like I said, we still go to the thrift stores. It's nothing compared to my prior experiences with thrift stores and yard sales. I think those days are, for the most part, pretty much gone. Craigslist and stuff too, like Craigslist and OfferUp and those things.
Yeah, they get kind of weird too.
The prices.
I saw this. This is one guy, and this is the guy's.
Oh, I know what you're gonna say. Go ahead.
He's on Craigslist, and he has a battle cat, the original. It is literally, not joking, he's had it up for 2 years.
That's the one that's in the box, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's in the box.
Smack Mint.
And he's had it up for 2
one.
years, and I've contacted him twice. Hey, you wanna, to talk about the price.
Yeah.
And people do that on Craigslist.
Yeah.
He would not budge. And it's like, guy, you've had this on here for 2 years.
For like twice what it sells for.
Yeah,
something crazy.
And I was like, and finally, I just looked it up on Craigslist, and I started to send him a message back. I can get this way cheaper on Craigslist. I mean, not eBay. Craigslist, eBay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so people want these ridiculous prices, and I've talked to some other people, trying to buy some things, because I'll always ask, hey, can we work out something with this price? Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. And, and you
doesn't
make
hurt to ask.
Yeah, ask, because, maybe they'll come down, maybe not. But, some people are just like, no. And they have, like, ridiculous prices. I've seen Funko Pops. This one guy, he was trying to sell one for, like, $400.
It wasn't worth $400.
No,
Let's just put it that way.
It wasn't worth $400.
I don't know if it was worth $4.
And then it's definitely not now, because I remember it finally went down, and I bought it on eBay for like $20.
And you can still, I mean, you still get lucky sometimes. Like
Mm-hmm.
not too long ago, I did a video where I was like Craigslist find, and I made a video with it because I was shocked.
Yeah.
Because this guy had a lot that he wanted to sell, put it on Craigslist, and I called him. He was like, "Yeah, come on." And I got a great deal on it. He
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't budge on the price. I didn't reveal how much. You know, I'm not going to say
Mm-hmm.
how much I got it for, but I did get a really good deal
Mm-hmm.
for the pieces that I purchased. And I did the video because I'm like, wow, that still happens.
Mm-hmm.
People on some of the prices they've got on these things, offer up and Mercari and even the eBay buy it now prices. Some of them are insane. You know,
Yeah.
by eBay, never go for the eBay buy it now unless you're sure.
Yeah.
Always, yeah, and I know that's hard with certain things that are like really hard to find, but when it comes up and goes to bids, you almost always do better.
I always buy it now. I never do this.
At least you ask, because you know sometimes it's
do.
like buy it now or best offer.
I do the best offer, and I always ask. I always send in an offer, and I always think it's gonna get rejected because it's too low.
And they always take
And
it.
they take. And then I say, God, I wish I went low. Because I'm always thinking.
She has a lot of luck with that.
Yeah,
I'll
because
give her
I
that.
offer low thinking they're going to
haggle a
counter.
little bit,
You know,
yeah.
and I'm like, okay, we'll meet in the middle. But
And they're like, oh, okay. Psh.
yeah, sure.
the angel of bidding hovering
Yeah.
over her, giving her a little.
And yeah, and then I pay for it quick before they change their mind.
I'm not mad at you.
Yeah,
If you can get it.
Because I don't know how to do the bidding.
Never.
I tried that one time and lost. So I
Yeah,
don't know.
I'm good at like getting under the wire
Yeah.
on that last second bid. There's like 2 seconds to go, and then everybody's mad at me because I beat them by like 12 cents or something. I've perfected that sniping bids. I'll get you, but she has a lot of luck with that. And yeah, that doesn't hurt to ask if there's a buy it now.
Yeah.
Or,
No, if it's an offer, make an offer.
Make best offer or buy it now, to just make an offer or talk to the person or whatever. Sometimes it'll make a difference if they know you're a collector,
Yeah.
as opposed to somebody, because a lot of times people are worried that, and that's a funny thing too. They're, you know, off topic a little bit here.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Bunny trail time.
they don't. Yeah, I'm late. Who knows what that's from? I'm late. But they don't want to sell it because they're afraid it's a dealer. And they're like, I don't want to sell it to someone else, and they're going to make money off of my sale, and I'm stuck. But those very same people will turn around and go to a dealer and sell out for like pennies on the dollar. And I think about that because there's people that I've seen this happen in real time, where it's like, dude, you know, if you want to sell your collection, I'll do this and this for you. And they're like, nah, I really can't. And then, you know, offering them like maybe 50 cents on the dollar, and I'm going to keep the stuff. It's the best I can do. But then they'll go to some comic shop and sell it for 10 cents on the dollar and just let themselves get stuck. And then that person will sell it for, or listed it above retail. I don't understand the mentality there. Why is it you won't sell to a collector at some kind of a discount, but you'll turn around to someone you know is a dealer and just completely blow your collection away for next to nothing?
Yeah.
Somebody explain that to me. how why that is that there's so many people out there like that. And it's like, yeah, well, you know, I figured I would just have to. It's like, dude, I would have given you so much more for that. You wouldn't talk. I don't know.
But anyway.
Yes. What do you guys think? I mean, is there any hope for that market ever again? Is it just dead? Is it, or dying? Is it in its death throes right now, ready to kick the bucket? I think it's in the throes of death with the thrift stores and yard sales and flea markets and all that. It's just hanging by a thread right now. Craigslist and all of those things hanging by a thread, and the glory days are just about done. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments section down below. Is that grim enough for you?
Yeah.
I'm just telling you how I feel. Please do give the video a thumbs up if you get where we're coming from. Share it if you can. Subscribe if you're new. Check out some of the other videos for more discussions, unboxings, showcases, all sorts of things we do on this channel. Find us on Instagram, Open by Chance on Instagram, and other links that are down below. Anything else?
No, that is it.
Well, what more can I say? But thanks for watching, and we will see you again soon.